Hello GTA Homes viewers. Today we're down at One Yonge on Toronto's Waterfront, and we're here to talk to Anson Kwok. He's the VP Sales and Marketing for Pinnacle International, and we're here to discuss their One Yonge master plan community, which is about to start sales. This is going to be a multi-phase project with commercial, residential, a community center, and even a connection to the city's underground path system. Let's see what Anson has to say about this development.
Well, it definitely is an iconic address, but also a really great neighborhood and community that we're creating. It's 3 residential towers, it's 2 commercial towers, along with retail, a 50,000 square foot community center, and really kind of one of those communities that has everything in it in one place. Well, I think the great thing about the waterfront right now is that there's so much growth. I mean, I think we started off with George Brown and Chorus, but now we're pretty much opening up the gateway to the entire East Bayfront. So I think one of the things that's been lacking is really the connection between this entire waterfront and Union Station and the rest of downtown. So we look forward to building this great community so that we can connect that through. Well, the first phase is actually kind of the instrumental component of the entire community. It is a 50,000 square foot community center for the entire neighborhood. We're building 100,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenity for the entire community, but it's the start off point. The first building is 65 stories, 500 residential units. So it really is kind of the Kickstarter for a really great community. Well, I think there are a couple of things that are really kind of interesting. I think for the outdoor amenities, I think we have our own 10,000 square foot dog park, dog wash, which is kind of unique to have it in your own site, as well as an outdoor 150 meter walking track with exercise equipment. So those are some outdoor amenities that you don't really see unless you have a project or a community that's of quite a large volume. Well, I think we have quite a great relationship with HPA, with David Pontarini. We did the Pinnacle in Adelaide with David and his team in the past, and they're one of the most popular or great architects in Toronto. You look at projects such as Massey Tower, One Bloor. Those are actually all from Harry Pontarini, and they're actually great at building large master plan communities, because it is kind of unique to have an architectural firm that's great at both doing planning, residential, and quite extensive commercial work as well. Well, like tradition, I think Pinnacle tends to build bigger compared to most of the city. So you won't see us building any studios, but you'll see us, we've combined a lot of units. We've provided 15% 3-bedroom units, so you'll see units up to 1,900 square feet. We start at 500 square feet, but definitely our focus is more 2 bedrooms than 3 bedrooms, because I think the population kind of demands that. I think you see a lot more people living downtown because they enjoy the lifestyle, but they've kind of outgrown their space at many projects throughout the city. Well, I think the 2 remaining phases is going to be quite interesting. I mean, obviously we have a 95-story building, which will be one of the tallest buildings in Canada, if not the tallest. It's over 1,000 feet tall at 95 stories, but it also provides a nice hotel inside as well, which will add to the community. And then the second and third phase of the residential component will help bring the path over to our site. And the path is obviously instrumental in being part of the residential community, but also the 2 office buildings. And in this building, we have in total about 1.5 million square feet of commercial space. So the path will be a beneficial component to that. Well, we're right now working with a bunch of retailers right now. We have 75,000 square feet of retail on site. So we're speaking with restaurants and a grocery store. It really is going to make this neighborhood kind of a morning till night neighborhood, not just your typical office environment where it's 8 to 5. So not including having or including 1.5 million square feet of commercial space, there's going to be a very vibrant kind of live, work, and play community that we're trying to create. Well, I think master plans are something that we work on quite a bit with Pinnacle, and the interesting thing about communities is that we need to appreciate that it's never going to be the same from when we first planned it. It has to continue to evolve, and I think we've seen in a lot of our communities where families are starting to evolve in our own community. So Pinnacle Center, which is behind me here, we have many purchasers that have purchased in 2, 3, 4 of the buildings because their families just got bigger and the demands changed. And that's what we're really trying to push, is creating that family-friendly environment for families to grow up in. And definitely in Toronto, having a lot of people start off with a small 1-bedroom unit, but they need to grow, and we don't want them to grow out of the building and grow the community. So for us, it's spending the time to focus on the layouts for that, as well as bringing other pieces in, such as retail, office, so that people can really sustain their livelihoods for a long period of time. For Pinnacle International, we're a Canadian-based company, so we're based out of Vancouver. So both Vancouver, Edmonton, San Diego, and Toronto, we build in all those cities. And the GTA is extremely attractive in Canada because it is the finance capital of Canada, but it's also very vibrant. So we've been able to find very strong locations where it's really changing the culture of live, work, and play, and using that kind of mantra to find great locations and create great living opportunities for Canadians. I'm Anson Kwok, and this has been The Cool 10.